now? Yo! What's up? We're back with some fucking Metaphor. Let's get gaming. Oh shit, wait, I need to go turn the heating off. Give me a minute. Wait, let me put I'll get the camera on, get everything sorted. And then I'll quickly go turn it off. Okay. Okay, where are we? Where are we? Hello! Holy shit, it worked straight away that time. That's amazing. This music really reminds me of like late stage like Final Fantasy dungeon. I don't know which game specifically, maybe like Final Fantasy 5. Like this bit, this is the bit. I don't know why. It just does a little bit. Or that end game, like, oh, you've got the airship, your party's together, you're about to head out to the final dungeon, and you're just mopping stuff up. Reminds me of that. Reminds me of Zelda. Well, I've never played Zelda, so I wouldn't know. I've played about 2 hours of Ocarina of Time, and then I did beat Breath of the Wild, didn't I? Don't remember any of it, though. Okay, let's get rid of those. I've put out the announcement tweets. Alright. Okay, I think we're good to get going. Currently it is just flash chat. I don't know whether everyone's just not here or whether they're just quiet, which is okay, but we're about to get into a big moment. I'm scared some of the gamers might miss it, but that is how it be. I'm gonna go turn the heating off, yeah. Give me a second. I will be 2 seconds. I won't even do the BRB screen. I'll just be back in a minute. Okay, yo, I am here. Here we go. This is gaming. And we got Ezio France. That's what I was waiting for. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking get going, boys. It's time for gaming. Wait, actually. Ooh. I just leave the door open. Oh, no, wait, I should have my air conditioner too. Fuck, sorry, hang on. I should have been more prepared. Man, this is the issue. This is the issue. In the winter, and technically we're not in the winter yet, but in the winter, the rest of the house gets freezing cold, so we have to put the heating on. But my office stays boiling hot. It's a bit of a bitch. Okay. Hey, let's not pretend I don't do this exact same thing at the start of every stream. Alright, let's stop pretending I get into things right away, because I definitely don't. I found you through your Final Fantasy 9 playthrough on YouTube. I've literally just finished the game today, and goddamn, who's cutting onions? Oh, what a game. I hope you enjoyed my, my time with it. That was a really fun playthrough. Man, I miss it. I was thinking about this the other day. How much I miss Final Fantasy 9. I need to go back and play it. I think starting the year with a game like that, I don't know what that means, a game like that, I don't know, something in that vein, you know, is really nice, because like the first few months of a new year are usually like the worst of the months, you know. Chat on screen isn't working? Yeah, it is. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you lied. Ah, I see. I get it. I keep hearing there's a remake plan very soon, but I don't know who that is. Yeah, well, we have been talking about this for a while. We don't know what's going on with the remake, but it's very much gonna be a thing, I think, at this point, unless it's been like internally cancelled and nobody found out. But I think someone would have found out, and it seems like something they're definitely doing. Terrifying prospects. You know, we can only hope that it's not bad. That's like really the only hope, isn't it? That it's like not bad and that it's like just like not bad. That's it. That's where I'm at with it. I'm not hoping that it is good, because it's never gonna be bad. I said this about the How to Train Your Dragon live action thing, like, I don't know, like half an hour ago on Discord, when someone sent it in. Gray sent it in. And they were like, oh, it looks just like the movie. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, but that means they've got, like, they've achieved the best that a live action remake can ever achieve, which is to be the same film, just ever so slightly not as good. You lose all the charm and the whimsy from the animation, and everything else is the exact same. And it's like, oh, it's just the same thing, but slightly not as good. And then you have the novelty of what would it look like if real people did the thing in the film that I like. And then when that wears off, you're just left with a lesser version of the film that you like. Which is like, I feel like that's the best you can hope for with any remake, right? Like Final Fantasy IX is like, let's just hope for a version that is as close as possible, but I don't know, loses a lot of the quirks that made the original so cool. Probably. The best Final Fantasy IX remake would be the same game, exactly the same, and would come with a CRT monitor. That'd be the best version. Yeah, he loved it. Kill yourself. I did play the Final Fantasy VII remake. My time with Final Fantasy VII and that whole compilation and the remake and everything is a fucking odyssey in of itself, man. It's crazy. Every time I think back on it, it's like, holy shit. We should probably get gaming. I can't believe it was, like, I played Remake, and it was, like, my favorite game. I was like, oh, God, this game's so good. And then I played the original, I was like, oh, no, this is the game I like. This was it. I didn't know this existed. This is the actual game I like. And then I played Remake and was like, oh, no. That's so funny. But, you know, Remake is good for one thing. Would I have ever played Final Fantasy VII in my life? Would my life have taken the same trajectory? It wouldn't have, would it, really? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe eventually through Kingdom Hearts I would have, but, like, maybe? I don't know. Like, if I'd gone this long without having played Final Fantasy VII, would I ever have played it? I don't know. Maybe I needed the remake. Some could argue this was a bad trajectory for my life. But, you know, I don't know. How to Train Your Dragon films are very loosely based on the books anyway. Live action could have just been could have been an actual adaptation of the books. That would have been, I guess, that kind of would have been cooler to do your own. That would have been cooler. Because it would have been like, oh, here's another interpretation of the books in a different style. But it's not that, is it? It's just the animated film, but live action. Because they've got all the same music and stuff as well. Because it's so iconic. But, you know. Yeah, honestly, I don't think Square Enix have it in them to make good games anymore. Except for Kingdom Hearts, but, you know. I think they'll make, you know, oh, you know what? Let's make sure my audio's good, because it was too loud yesterday when I went back and watched the VOD. Too loud. So I think we're good now. I think this should be, it might sound quiet for everyone on stream, but that's okay, and I'm okay with you. I'm okay with it being quiet. So there you go. You manifesting KH4 being horrible into existence. Maybe I am doing that. Yeah, I should stop. I should actually stop saying that. Super random question, but have you ever watched Kingdom of Heaven, specifically the director's cut? It takes place a handful of years before Assassin's Creed 1, and I find it helps illustrate a rich historical context for the time period. I have not. Maybe I'll have to give it a watch at some point. I have never even heard of that film. Does it have like a... What is it rated? Is it rated like half a star or something? It's probably going to be one of those movies, isn't it? Oh wait, I have seen this movie. I know this movie. Actually, I might have seen this movie when I was a young lad. I actually might have seen this movie before. 2005, yeah, I might have. 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. I was right, it's one of those movies. But it might be secretly really good. You never really know, do you? Sometimes you have something that's rated high and it's actually shit. Sometimes you have something that's rated low and it's actually good. Because it doesn't matter and nobody's opinions matter and numbers, ratings don't matter. So maybe I'll watch it if I want to at some point. I love that time period. So, actually, I am gonna add it to my watch list on Letterboxd. The fuck was it called? Kingdom of Heaven? I'll give it a watch and then I can get back to you and say, oh, it was a movie that came out. Oh, fuck. Wait, Ridley Scott directed it? Oh my god, it might be amazing or terrible. It could be either of those things. Wow. Can we finish the stream? Ah! For sure. See you later, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye. I thought about actually ending it, because I started running an ad. I did think about actually ending it, but then I thought it would be really awkward and wouldn't work properly. So, sadly, didn't commit to the bit. Your remote didn't work, you fool! You got egg all over your face now. Sadly, I actually do want to play Metaphor though. Oh, it worked here. It didn't work over here. Never mind. Now I'm the fool. Who's the fool? It's me. Okay, let's fucking play the video game. Okay, so we have a man selling things here, which leads me to believe we might have to fight in the next area. Which doesn't matter because we don't have any money, so fuck you. Let's just move on. Oh, ooh. Listen to old Hermitess Gruidae. Oh. Oh! Oh! Am I seeing spoilers? Wait.
Oh, where is Gallagher?
Oh, it's another example of them being immature and stupid. What should we play? Let's play Metaphor ReFantazio. I'm sorry, but I can't play right now. Another time, okay?
What do you mean, can't? Are you really Gallagher? Whatever, though. When you can play, I'll be around.
I don't know why I'm giving them that voice. Alright. Let's speak to Gruidae.
Does this
Law.
depict the Elder tribe?
Elder comes from an
Holy
ancient
shit,
world
boys. Holy
with
shit.
only the old ones. It was an
The old
alias
ones?
given by our ancestors to outsiders who visited the village in the distant past. As for our original name, you know it well by now. We were humans.
The human tribe. So Luis's words.
There is no human tribe.
Yeah.
Tribes, as we know them today, did not exist then. We were all one people. Humankind.
Where did the tribes come from? Will we learn
A
that?
world united. But wait. The ruins on Virga Island. There's nothing left of the civilization today. Was it destroyed?
Hold on.
Why?
So the human civilization that we found, why was that underground? How the fuck does that work? I thought it was like some weird mystical maybe it is some weird mystical magic. But I'm confused why no one's confused about the fact there was just skyscrapers, like from modern day Tokyo, underground, with a sky too. It's like it's separated by like the earth, like there's a separate world under the ground. I mean, they were confused. No, I know, but I mean, like right here, like right now, she's just like, oh, we found the civilization, but they're not going to be like, well, but what the fuck? happened? Well, maybe they'll explain.
A war. One that all but destroyed the world past.
I'm just trying to say my thoughts out loud.
But its destruction was born of the discovery of Magla. Or as you call it today, magic.
Is Magla like an allegory for something?
Do you wonder what they battled over?
Oh.
Without the divided tribes, what could they have disagreed on? They were racked by division. Over the abstract, undefinable idea of rightness. They tried to destroy something invisible, and destroyed only themselves. And any idea of absolute rightness is born of fear. That fear flooded the world, and gave way to war. And their age of prosperity came to be called the world before. The people we now call tribes were either born of artificial division for the sake of the war effort, or natural adaptation to survive the hellscape after.
Right. Humanity was torn apart by fear and anxiety, giving rise to the tribes as we know them.
Unbelievable. We've met plenty of people caught up in pointless conflicts. Given the choice, I know they'd rather live in a world without tribal division. And yet the truth is, that world's already fallen apart. More than that, it's how we all got here.
Such drastic physical changes would normally have taken eons to effect. Accelerated by Magla, however, it was only a matter of a scant few centuries. You understand now, yes? We, the Elder, are the survivors of the old world. Our ancestors fled the flames of war and thus escaped the ensuing divisions.
So, it's not been that long. She said a few hundred years to accelerate the evolution process of people becoming vastly different tribes. Wait, what? Wait, so everyone used to be human? Is that what she's... No, that can't be what she's saying. Wait, is that what she said? Wait, am I confused? Hang on a minute. Yeah. So everyone, it's not just the Elder that are humans. They're just the closest to the original humans. Everyone else were humans too. And the Magla accelerated the changes. So is that saying, like, so... Magla is obviously, like, an allegory for, like... I don't know, I guess... it's like partly, like, I guess, oil and stuff. But I think also the idea that it's got so much power is, I guess, also, like... Well, maybe it's more like nuclear power. Like... The fact that it is so good at being able to produce, like, positivity, like, but also destruction, like, both things at the same time. Like, I was thinking, like, fossil fuels, but I don't think it is fossil fuels, right? Like, I think it's supposed to be, right? Wait, what are you talking about? This is why I don't say anything out loud. You're like, speak your thoughts, and then I speak my thoughts, and you're like, you're a fucking idiot. You're fucking cooked, mate. Why do I say anything? No, but it is, right? Like, that's the point, right? Like, it is trying to do that. Because it's saying that it was their downfall. They discovered Magla, they were a united people. They discovered Magla, they fought over it, and it destroyed the world. And now it's the thing that powers everything as well. Like, everything sort of runs on Magla. They love collecting Magla and using it. Which... So, to me, it feels like a combination of a lot of things that we use for power. And electricity and, you know, and stuff. So I think that makes sense. And it's like, so that pushed everyone apart. And everyone's separation, due to the conflict over Magla, produce these various different tribes, which are like a manifestation of the division between humanity, which is very cool. I like that. That's good. There was something else I was thinking that I wanted to talk about. Right, and the Elder didn't partake. They fled the flames of war and escaped the ensuing divisions. And there was something else. No, I think that was it. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. That means the prince, that is to say, I am a scion of both the old world and the new. Yes. Yes. Oh, and the Sanctus Church. So, alright, this is what I was going to say. So it happened, like, it's not actually even that long ago, but the Sanctus Church, like, to keep power, covered up the reality of the history and any sort of, like, remnants they could find and named it paganism. And then controlled the people through the organized religion of Sanctism, which is like, yeah, we knew that, but like now we know the truth of everything. It's like, oh. And Luis is using the knowledge that the Elder are like pure humans against them in a form of prejudice in the name of equality to unify everyone so he can take control and have power. But also, what did he do to us? And what are the other humans? I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? But, like, that's just, yeah, I guess the only question I have left. Okay.
It beggars belief. It is nothing short of astounding. But then, why do we know these monsters as humans? By the war's end, both sides were consumed by fear. Their magical assaults escalated with each retaliation, until it was beyond all control. Our world became a hell. Rampant magla distorts the body and mind. By now, I'm sure you know that better than you ever wished to. Humans are what remains of that branch of humankind that succumbed to melancholia. Broken, horrifying testaments to their own mistakes.
Kind of like nuclear radiation, almost.
Some persist, breed, and multiply as any beast does. Others live centuries of agony before their lives burn out. Even we do not know the full scope of their nature.
Hold on. Right. Okay.
Regardless, when the 8 tribes settled in this land, our claim to the human legacy was forgotten. To the people, the name only meant slavering, insane monsters. Therefore, we took on an alias instead. The same one by which we are known today. The Elder.
So,
this is
the
good.
old world
Okay.
couldn't control its magic. And
Man, I love when games answer my questions,
how
dude. It's
does the
awesome.
Sanctus Church fit in? All this revisionist history to spread their magic igniters.
See, that's the thing, right? This game is literally explaining everything that I could want the game to explain. So I think it's crazy when I hold other games to the same standard, or other stories to the same standard. And I'm like, oh, this thing makes like no fucking sense. I'd love to understand how that functions so that it like has impact on the story and the world that I'm experiencing. And people will just be like, no, it doesn't fucking matter. So what do you mean it doesn't matter? Why can't you... Stories can be good and make sense. You can do both things. You know what I mean? I feel like when your story is predicated on specific concepts, those concepts have to be explained. You can't just be like, yeah, look, this is just a thing, and accept that. It's like, what do you mean? It would be cool to, like, know these things and how they function. I feel like that makes it better. Yeah, obviously this is in context of, like, stuff that is, like, you know, necessary to, like, obviously you don't have to go in depth and explain every tiny little detail, because sometimes implication works, but I think when you need to understand the logical way that things happen and exist and why they do, especially when your story's about it, it feels weird when they just don't, and we'll just be like, nah, just accept this as a thing that's happening, and it's like, okay, but especially when they're things that push the narrative along. Like, when you have a thing that pushes the narrative along and it's like it's a huge reveal, and then the game goes on to, like, not explain it, that's fucking weird. which I suppose is kind of like Rebirth does a bit of that. Where you're like, I just don't really understand what's going on. Or, like, I do, but, like, I understand what's going on, but I don't understand why it's going on. There's the question. That's the big thing. It's like, there's one thing to understand how a thing is and what it's doing, and there's another thing to understand why it's doing it. And a lot of things don't explain the why enough. They explain the what too much. Explain how the last chapter of Rebirth happened. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't remember a lot of it. I don't know. they just, it's pure willpower, I think. Which sounds like shit. Anyway.
Indeed, what are magic igniters to you? Tools for the church to shackle the people, perhaps? Or weapons that hide magic's true potential? Am I close to the mark? In truth, it's the opposite. Igniters are tools made to limit magic. Restraints made in self-discipline, meant to avert a repeat of history's destructive mistakes. The Sanctus Church of today is muddied by greed. But its faith was born of good intentions. They once urged self-control, and thus control of one's personal magic. At times, they preached we must close our eyes to the truth when it would only lead us to ruin. By this benign tenet, history was obscured, and the Elder denounced.
I had no idea. There's a grim irony in that.
His
Yeah.
Majesty only hid his son's ancestry to protect him. Yet in the end, that meant Forden could attack the village under any pretext he liked, his motives concealed.
With all that said, you have now reclaimed your true form. The friends that stand with you are of different tribes and ideologies, but of one mind. As you are now, you may walk the path of the rightful king. The path of a modern world, where the tribes walk as individuals, yet with mutual respect and cooperation.
The sovereign's power, thou king to be,
Dude, his hair color's so
entrusted with
cool.
the will of the people. To bear their hopes is to be their rock in the
Oh,
storm,
that's why you wanted it to
and
be lighter
face
blue lights.
anxiety
I
in
get it.
their names.
Dude, this music's so good whenever this kicks in.
Yet, anxiety itself is not something to blindly reject or desperately cast away. It begins with a simple thing, acknowledging its existence. Accept thy weakness, walk forward alongside it, and thou wilt grow strong and true in its company.
There is weakness in people. I'm sure there are many who would say that helping anyone in need is nothing but a fantasy.
And besides,
But realistic or not, I refuse to accept Luis's methods as the alternative. The weak and those who dissent don't deserve to die out as though that's the natural order. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Whoa! His Majesty. My determination to challenge the unknown has awakened the heroic embodiment of the Prince. Oh! Let's do it. If no one understands me right away, I accept that. There will still be meaning in showing them my convictions in the fight to come.
fight.
That is my mission.
That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm with you to the end.
Ooh,
No
Prince
matter
Archetype,
Where's this
dude.
coming from?
Before we got there, this guiding voice thing told me my duties were over. But what am I gonna do? Just go, okay, bye? Especially after we've come this far together? No. I'm going to face Luis with you. Even if it is scary.
Even you've got to cope with anxiety, eh?
I realized something in our travels. Anxiety can lead people astray. But overcoming it makes a person stronger. There's always anxiety in the unknown. I know what it's like to be afraid of something I don't understand. That's why I think it's my duty to help people face and connect with their anxiety. Is that okay? From now on, it's not about orders. I'm with you, because I want to be.
I'll be counting on you as always.
Same here. Stick close to me, okay?
Aww. Nice.
Well, we're past the worst of it. But the problem remains. Luis's dark magic. We've seen it turn the boy into a monster. And no doubt he can do it again.
A forbidden spell, turning sane mortals into the fearsome human monsters.
Yeah.
In other words, a destabilizing magic, turning a person's magla into a snarl beyond control. This man named Luis. He may have his own past in this ancient sanctum.
See, so like humans are like this tragic remnant and reminder of the mistakes of the old world. Like, just these like feral, you know, creatures without like any particular designs upon the world. They just are because of what happened. I think that's quite cool.
Luis has been here? What do you know of him?
What do you wish to know?
Who exactly is Luis?
Every time I heard of his doings in the wider world, I felt more and more sure that Luis is from this village. His knowledge of humans, his skills in magic, his grasp of darker arts, they're all beyond a mere soldier to begin with, however prodigious. As it happens, a name does occur. Among those old families who perished in the fire, there was one by the name of Caradrius, a family of doctors, I believe. In an effort to better heal the ills of the people, they had studied spells much like the ones he now exploits.
Okay, this is
The
really
details are
good.
long since lost to the fire. But if Luis bears our legacy, that may be the reason for his vast knowledge.
Wait. What about Luis's ambition? The vision Rella saw? Do you think he actually wants to turn everyone in the kingdom into humans?
There is no known magic strong enough to turn many people at once, and none that can be cast quickly.
Even if it was possible, I don't know what it would accomplish. But this is Luis we're talking about. Who knows what he's thinking?
What do you wish to know?
What is this forbidden spell?
The essence of magic is in the control of Magla. However, just as its chaos may be calmed, it can also be deliberately pushed out of control. That was what you saw. He whipped your innate magic to a frenzy and you were lost to melancholia. Just as the humans of the ancient war once were. In every age, the cause and effect are the same. People learn fear, become slaves to their anxiety, suffer, and thus, the power of magic is born.
Pardon me. You mean to say anxiety is the source of all magic?
Magla is a substance born of the heart.
I must be a fucking
Generated when one
archmage in
feels
that case.
anxiety or fear. By certain means, it may be kindled into power. That is what we call magic. In this way, it is by virtue of the anxiety in our hearts that we gain the power to overcome it.
Oh.
Magic is a natural process, and anxiety is its invaluable, irreducible fuel. But in turn, those burdened with more anxiety and fear produce more and more magla from their hearts. Without the willpower to face your fear,
Oh, this is really
magla
good.
overflows. Uncontrollable by magic, it can give rise to strange and terrible happenings as it manifests, with the world embroiled in chaos. These outbursts of swollen magic may be happening all across our kingdom.
'Tis the answer to everything. The melancholia crystals, the beasts driven feral. The very land is erupting with the weight of its people's fears.
Hold on. If Luis's art is rooted in bringing out this chaos, then anyone might be next. He said he became a monster because he's elder, but that wasn't the complete story. If what you say is true...
Indeed. All people today are ultimately descendants of humankind. If Luis so chooses, he could turn anyone into a human monster. Yet as long as you have the strength to confront your fears, even this transformation may be defied and overcome.
But if he would turn people into humans, if in the unlikely event that happens...
If there is any motive for such cruelty, it can only be hatred. If Luis is truly from this village, then their fire would have cost him everything. Such unjust tragedy could easily beget a thirst for revenge, even if it meant wielding a magic that twisted life into something terrible instead of uplifting it. Indeed, it seems the opposite of an archetype.
Yeah, we're directly opposed. Oh my god, dude. He was a good foil already, but like, holy shit.
Assassin who struck at the prince. He's bound for the woods.
Assassin?
After him!
I'm gonna get revenge for the death of myself. Let's go. Time to get revenge, everybody. Yeah, for sure. Luis is like... I mean, Luis was already great, yeah, but like... After learning this, it's like... Oh, we're direct, like, mirrors in a lot of ways. We are. We've had no casualties, however. We were swept aside like pebbles, unworthy of even a glance. I could do nothing but watch. I was powerless against him. There was little else that could have been done. Responsible as they were for the downfall of the Resistance, any move we might have made would have resulted in needless sacrifices. I believe the intruder sensed the power of the prince's awakening and came to investigate. I don't know why he would have run away, but surely he has a plan. Tread carefully, please. Ooh. Yeah, we got a big lore drop. There's a lot... Wait. Okay, we're clearly gonna have to fight here. Someone explain it.
Ready?
Stop!
Zorba.
You. Zorba. So it was you behind the attack?
Oh.
Indeed it was. I killed the prince.
Shit.
Though he died all too easily. And the odd
Why
thing
didn't I
was,
know that? I
his
feel like I
aura
should have known
felt
that.
Awfully similar to yours. So I decided to bide my time a while and listen. And it's a good thing I did. There really is something stranger going on. Who are you? Are you the prince or not? Whatever your answer, I must report back to Lord Luis.
You're not fucking going anywhere.
Luis is really scheming. If he becomes king, everyone in this country is doomed.
If that is what Lord Luis so desires, then I shall see it done.
It's almost impressive how blind your faith in him is.
I suppose it's just easier to follow instead of thinking for himself. He's forgotten anything he really wants.
What did you intend to do? The crown is too heavy a burden for your reedy frame. Lord Luis is the true king, who will save the worthy. And you are nothing but a powerless imposter, only fit to be sacrificed.
He is no imposter, fiend. His Highness has finally taken his first steps on the road to victory.
He is among
Here,
us.
At his journey's end, after enduring these countless hardships, he has become a true successor, a true ruler. Because he knows the people's suffering firsthand.
Well, imposter or not, it's all the same if he's a corpse. And so I shall return the prince and his dying legacy to the underworld, where they belong.
Oh my god, it's that thing.
I wondered why you ran away, but it was all to lure us straight to this monstrosity.
Keep your guard up. The Melancholia is fueling his magic power.
We've come too far to be stopped by something like him. Let's put our power on full display.
Hey, Mac. Oh, the power of your newly earned archetype Prince surges forth.
This guy shows up again just when we've unlocked some new power. Kinda feels like fate by now. Okay, time for a new fight. Stay on your toes.
Prince archetype unlocked. Prince is an archetype exclusive to the protagonist. Oh, okay, that's cool. You can now change it out as you wish. It can act as support for all synthesis skills. It has unique traits not found in other archetypes, but none of its skills can be transferred.
Alright, let's take it down and then get after Zorba.
Is there another way? Vitus power.
Heroic slash?
I'm all prepared.
Oh, blimey.
Not this. I'll cut through.
Nice.
You think yourself equal? I need sniper.
Okay, it's time to do exactly what we did last time. Let's just keep on going.
For all that we strive for.
Let's keep everyone nice and healed up.
Behold this power. This might sting.
Is that all?
Charging in. Come forth, royal soul.
I'll use what I must. Fortify.
Let justice prevail. I will protect you.
Quite a boon.
That helped. Persona Master.
It's gaming time. Wing beat is my favorite move. Okay, this is cool.
This should suffice.
Oh, power of heroes.
Much thanks.
Thank you. I call upon a royal soul.
Bro, devouring a big berry.
Healed. We've got to do something about those apples.
I see your game.
That's finesse. Beautiful dodge, Heisman. Let me handle those apples. All right.
Go on, Gallica.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there.
I'll cut through.
Let all power of kings.
Come. A mystic shield.
Quite a boon.
Thank you.
Behold this power.
Too slow.
Nice.
I won't hold back.
I'll use what I must. Rancor.
Oh, power of heroes. I will not let you die.
Much thanks.
That helped. I'll show you. Going for the weak spot.
I love debuffing and buffing. It's very fun.
Quick, knock them off again.
Hold, let's set it up.
Go!
A tough one.
Let us clean up this mess. Witness our strength.
It's up to you now.
Good. Do not relent.
Come! I will protect you!
Quite a boon.
Thanks. Persona Master!
Be a
Nice hit! That
Reel
was
and run.
perfect.
But my shots will fly true. This should work.
Okay, cool. We got this.
Thank you.
Observe the enemy.
Buffing and debuffing might be the greatest thing to ever happen.
A mystic shield.
Why did I just get... Did I get a crit or something? And I didn't notice?
Quick, knock them off again.
Not more apples. Dude is weak.
Behold this power. This might sting.
It's come forth, royal soul.
Fuck it.
Still here?
Reel and run. Witness our secret technique. Fall. I dare say we've made our point.
Oh no, he devoured the berry. There's only one though. And his health barely increases by much because he's a weak little bitch. Hey, Ice made the epic dodge.
Only a flesh wound. This is nothing.
Are you okay?
Healing heart.
I knew you'd help.
Quite a boon.
Thank you. This is just what I need. Going for the weak spot.
I won't hold back. I'll cut through.
Nice hit. That was
Sweet gaming.
No.
That's a sweet gaming moment.
There's a better way. Forward. Face me. Some commendable bearing.
Blade in hand. I will protect you.
Yeah, let's do that.
That helped.
Cool.
More apples? Quick, knock them off again.
Yeah, this game has an awesome art style. I fucking love it.
Only a flesh wound.
Honestly, coming out of that fight with Luis, where I came in so clutch at the end and had to really reserve, like, it's making this fight so easy playing in that way.
All right, leave it. Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't waste your chance. Get in there. I'll show you. This might sting.
By this power. A tough one.
Let us clean up this mess. Now we strike. No. I'll use this.
Thank you. Cleric. Oh, mystic cup. They yet cling to life.
A blunder.
A blunder. Eyes made to be blundering. Juna's getting done in. Oh no! We lost Juna. Oh, he's dead. Wind God's Gale.
Satisfactory.
for greater heights.
Oh.
I shall rise.
Ha!
Excellent.
I am most certainly stronger than I was.
The bastard got away.
I say, you chaps boggle the mind. It's no mean feat to fight on even footing with a human.
I'd hoped as much. You may yet have the power to face Luis at his full strength.
It's good to see you're safe. We've certainly taken these powers a long way. Maybe we thought ourselves invincible, but don't worry. At long last, the prince is safe. In a manner of speaking. Everything's going according to plan.
Still, what's our next move? The people think you a monster. We'll not find any public backing like this.
Alces once said that His Highness the Prince was a soul born into adversity. He is royalty and elder both, heir to the legacies of heaven and earth. He is water and fire, in condemned conflux. When the day comes that His Highness may be revered as the good ruler he can be, then the world will truly be free of prejudice. And that, he said, is why we fight.
In his own words, huh? We have to fight for what he believed in. All the more reason we can't turn from this.
Right.
Years of prejudice won't go away overnight. Nothing could accomplish that, but if we don't believe things can change, they never will.
Come what may. My life is a shield raised in your highness's name. Are you prepared to fight Luis to the bitter end?
We fight him together.
Yes, by our efforts, we will stop Luis's reign.
If he ends up king, he'll be sending all traitors to the gallows. Not just us, but any innocent folks he doesn't find use for.
We've lost too many lives along this journey, and if Luis has his way with the world, such partings will become all too common. We have to stop him.
Look, I'm never giving up hope either, okay? All we have to do is beat him, right?
That's certainly an optimistic way to put it.
Well, we're definitely backed into a corner. But Juna's right. We've got to keep faith.
You... I'm still amazed. You really do look just like your mother. Truly, you are a child of fate. Your mother, she loved your father, and you with all her heart. The injustice that befell this village is not your fault. But listen well. Once you leave this village, you cannot return until you have fulfilled your ambitions.
Okay.
After all, an old crone like me can't take care of you forever. If you want to overcome your hardest challenges, you'll have to face them yourself. The world's fate is in your hands. Please, put an end to the tragedies of humankind's failures.
Yes, I will.
Our final battle lies ahead. We cannot lose. Yet, before all else, His Highness has only just awoken. Let us rest in the Gauntlet Runner for today, and advance to the royal capital tomorrow.
Whew.
It's a bit strange, isn't it? I was convinced we'd been together for a long time. But I can't believe we've only just met. The beginning of my journey may have been a false memory. But my journey with you and the memories we've made, those are all real. Well, guess I'm repeating myself. But I'm glad we're working together.
Likewise, I'm glad to be your ally.
Yep. Though, I guess our toughest challenge is next.
Having overcome her trial, I can sense a newfound conviction from Gallica as both an ally and a friend. Is that maxed out?
Mystical fairy, Gallica. She who still keeps the virtues of the mage. Your tempered bond has become a fire-forged trust. Thus, a new pinnacle of heroism awakens within thee. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Rank 8.
We've got the path to tomorrow in front of us. And
Elemental Master and Warlock. During squad battles, you may gain extra turn icons. Ho! Elemental Master. Warlock.
When things get tough, remember this magic. The music meant for you will play in your head.
This is the magic of music that Gallica cast for me once. Now that I think about it, it may have helped me in ways I didn't realize.
By the way, the chiefess told me something about your novel. Apparently your parents gave you that book when you were still just a kid. I wonder what your parents wanted you to get from reading it. What they hoped for you, I guess. I suppose you'll have to find out for yourself.
This book is the legacy of my parents, the late king of Uchronia and the queen of the Elden Sanctum. Perhaps the utopia depicted in this book wasn't a mere fantasy, but ideas of the old world passed down in the Sanctum.
The part we're reading today is the last chapter. It's about the ruler of this ideal world.
Oh man.
Let's read it together.
I love this fucking game, dude. Thumbnail.
The last chapter is about the ruler of a utopia. The one who governs this utopia must have an unwavering will. To maintain justice in this world, there are innumerable obstacles to overcome. Yet, as long as one lives by their ideals, those who support them are sure to follow. A utopia is not the creation of a single mind or a single power. It is a world shaped by all its people. The last part sounds a little more metaphorical. There's a little more. However,
wait, Gallica, say that again.
Even a utopia may one day fray at the edges, and its people may come to conflict over the question of what is right. What is a true utopia? What is a true ruler? None have yet found the answers to these questions.
Then true utopia has never been achieved. The so-called utopia depicted within the novel was based on the old world, but it fell into ruin and was destroyed by war. So if this book traces the trajectory of the old world, are these truly the ideals we're striving for? It seems rather the opposite.
So even the author of this book struggled with these questions. And if you become king, you'll have plenty of tough questions and struggles to face yourself. Lady Gruaday mentioned the king was a real idealist when he first arrived at the village, but little by little, the pains of reality crushed his hope. And he even lost his son. In the end, his will was broken. He didn't lift a finger to stop the church's rise to power. With that in mind, I can honestly see why people would be drawn to Luis. His values are radical and cruel, but he's devoted to them. Unshakable, even. But we can't lose either. For the sake of everyone who has believed in us along the way.
Even if I were to win the throne, there's no guarantee my idealistic vision could ever become a reality. And yet, what choice is there but to believe in them and fight on? The alternative is to accept that nothing will change.
You've got the power to change the world. And the one who gave it to you was, well, yourself. And that's what I'm going to help you with. That's my mission. My real mission. And I'm going to see it through.
After discussing the novel and ideals with Gallica, I closed my eyes. Are we gonna go to academia now? Knew it! I knew it! I can read this game like a book! Get it? Academia. Seems that I must have been summoned by Moore in a dream.
I saw what happened. So,
You found a way to unequivocally shape your destiny. As far as I know, there is no record of your newly acquired archetype ever being used, even in ancient times. An archetype whose existence was only theoretical, known to some scholars as the magic of true sovereignty. Indeed, a power of legend. I once said that to be Elder was your inescapable fate. However, it seems the truth was more complex than that. Magic is a process by which we confront fate and tame anxiety, and archetypes are its essence. They are manifestations of a resolve capable of heroic virtue. So then, what do you think is the foremost, most inescapable fate a person must bear?
The foremost fate? Not really sure, but for me to be me, and for you to be you? Or something like that.
Indeed. It is birth that is inescapable. You cannot choose who you are born to, and once your familial place is determined, that fate cannot be changed. Yet by some strange tangle of destiny, you were given a choice that the very act of existence denies most people. By your own will, you were born again as a prince. Do you understand? You stand on the threshold of truly becoming a ruler, not as an unearned title of bloodline's chance, nor as a mere authority over people. You have taken control of your life. You are ready to rule your very self. That is what it truly means to be a hero. And it is the crux of the power that is awakened within you. What glorious coincidence indeed, that I, as a scholar of archetypes, might cross paths with and witness such a remarkably fated boy. It almost bespeaks.
Indeed, 'tis his hands that bear our fate.
Who? I remember. I know that I know this voice. Had I forgotten it all this time? Yes. I swear I've heard it before. And I let it slip from my mind. Who are you? You with this voice that moves hearts. Speak. Who are you? Why have you awakened this boy to his power?
If it is answers you seek, then go and claim them.
Are you? Could you be?
As for you, I bid thee awaken. Move onward to thy final ordeal. Take thy place at the final proving of the Ascension of Kings.
My consciousness faded away and I was sent back to my sleep. I'm reminded that Moore was the author of the fantasy novel. Has Moore visited the ancient Elden Sanctum?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh! Oh my god, dude. This game!
Preparations are just about set. Now that this is actually happening, I've got some pre-show jitters.
Man. I love that. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Man. Oh, this is so cool. Okay.
All this royalty? It always felt they lived in a different world to the likes of me. Never figured I'd be walking alongside one myself.
'Tis proof that bloodline decides nothing. We are one people living in a shared world.
Looks like this is gonna be our last mission. Any final words you want to say?
We can't give up. Stand strong to the end.
Of course. No way we're losing here. I've got the fire in me eyes now.
About the new stuff you've felt and learned since becoming the prince. Can I ask you one more thing? Why is it that you want to be king? It's not about honor or power, is it?
Some coin would be nice.
I want to protect this country and its people.
'Tis the answer I hoped for. As your knight, I will ever serve you with all my soul and ability.
Well, I guess this means we're ready as we're gonna be.
I do not understand how there can be 20 hours left. Are we not just going back to the capital now to fight Luis and win the game?
Let's move.
You see?
Yeah.
After having made so many sacrifices, the group has gained new powers and ascertained new truths. Their arch-enemy, Luis, already has one hand on the throne. Even so, they march ever forward, spirits rekindled by battle. They head to Grand Trad, for the fight is far from over.
That Elden boy is nowhere to be found.
The Dragon Quest.
I suppose it's only a matter of time until Luis takes the throne.
Speaking of which, I don't see the general.
The voice of the pro-Luis faction became too overwhelming. He was ultimately forced out of his position. Why is this happening? Even if the Sanctus Church's favor has collapsed, why is it that Luis alone is reaping the benefits?
The public mind is the same as it's always been. It's too difficult to find answers in themselves, so they follow those who provide. We've certainly relied on that ourselves.
It's always easier to follow than to have to make all the risks yourself. Now that we are out of ideas, what can we do?
Can you imagine Luis on the throne? Can you imagine what he'd do with us? We'd be the first on the chopping block. Do we hide? Run? Our ships are in port.
Is this really the time for idle chit-chat?
Who are you?
Just a passing wastrel.
I love this guy. He's really like
in the area.
become a
You might
cool
have
ally.
one way to survive. Well then, let us depart.
Lord Luis, your pardon. We've encountered an unexpected snag. I killed the prince in the Elden village. I confirmed his death, yet it appears the boy candidate has merged with his corpse. It seems the prince is now resurrected.
Resurrected?
Yes, and what's more, the boy candidate was the actual prince after all. Something about his soul having traveled independently and then returning to his corporeal body.
I see. So his ideal form was spun from Magla. Whatever the case, this means the land's true prince has reawakened in his sanctum. How interesting. After these long years, my chase may finally come to an end. My nemesis awaits.
Lord Luis, what is it about that bastard that fascinates you? Yeah, I won't let it end like this. I have to do better. I need more power. I will show Lord Luis I am worthy of his gaze.
We'll soon be arriving above the royal capital.
Excellent. As planned, increase altitude and enter the royal palace in the sky.
Are you certain? We'll be
Okay, I'll
heading
take you
directly to
one
His Majesty the
turn
former
strategy.
king.
Rest assured, that old fool is powerless to stop me now. Proceed.
Understood.
To be fair, it probably will take us a while to beat everything because,
the
yeah,
final
side
banquet
quests.
begin.
But also, I want to get my whole party Persona Masters, so...
Come on, any takers? Any bets for the other candidates? Remember, if Luis loses, a silver coin could turn into mountains of breed.
What are you trying to say? You think Count Luis is going to lose?
Oh no, of course not. I'm just saying.
I'll call that bet. All in.
on His Highness the Prince.
A sanctus bigwig gambling away his tithes? This really is the end of the world. Didn't know his esteemed princeliness had any supporters left.
I mean, he's not really the prince, is he? Was actually a monster in disguise all along. Haven't you heard the news? The times we live in, I tell you.
Must be tough, being an easy mark. It didn't take much for you to buy everything Luis was selling about the prince. The fireworks went off the moment he said, "Behold." Remember? You don't think there's any chance Luis orchestrated the entire thing?
Oi, churchman! You saying Count Luis lied to us? You think he cast some big illusion?
An illusion, eh? What if I said it's a power more dangerous than that? Always struck me as odd. We all know Luis, the mighty human slayer, but how does he keep finding the things one after another? Seems a bit convenient, if you ask me. Like he knows in advance where these monsters will appear to cause havoc.
Easy to nitpick and gripe about him, isn't it, churchman? Maybe someone needs to shut you up.
All right. Let's keep things civil, eh? No sense becoming a monster yourself.
Oi! What's all this fuss about?
Damn it! When Count Luis is king, you'll all be the first at the gallows. You'll die just like Forden.
Well, they're probably just as anxious.
We gotta do the
rest of
towers
us.
as well.
All that yelling and thrashing helps fight it off. Humans have been sighted near the capital, after all.
It's more than that. Pockets of society have resented the upper class for ages now, but this might be the spark that lights the kindling. Luis's respect for power is certainly cruel, but it's fair to an extent. Those of us pushing the status quo have always struggled to understand the appeal.
Even then, everyone's on edge. They'll jump at any excuse to argue and snarl at each other. Never seen it this bad. Not normal, I say.
Blind fanaticism and doom go hand in hand. If we don't find some common ground soon, it'll collapse beneath us. Luis left saying that he'd be waiting at the royal capital. Only one place he could be. All eyes are on his Skyrunner as it rises to the flying palace. What are we about to see?
Ah, the royal palace. It's been a while. Do you hear me, O king? Stubborn and deathless? This country is distorted. You and the other titled authorities decide who grows fat and who is devoured. The country knows no war only because our very core is built upon a system of societal predator and prey. It cannot be defied from within. That is peace, but not order. Hand over the royal scepter. The game is over. The country needs change, and I will provide it.
Thou impertinent faith breaker, hast thou no shame in preempting the day of judgment?
Do you presume yourself a god? Is that why you wrought your face in stone and took it to the heavens? You're nothing. Just an ordinary, broken old man.
How wouldst thou wield the king's magic? To what end?
To purify all that your kind have left to rot. You threw away your ideals, but I will never make that mistake.
Only the people's chosen may take the throne. The royal scepter and its resting place remain beyond you.
This royal scepter, the royal magic. Did you think that only generations of kings were aware of their secrets? Why someone can manipulate world-changing power by use of only a single scepter? Why only those supported by the people can use it? Listen well, O king. The truth behind the royal magic. Huh. So it's true. The country truly is putrid with sin. In other words, If I took hold of it now, then I would have the power to change the world itself.
How didst thou learn of this?
How?
What?
Thou wert elder.
What? Wait, this whole time it was just a... What?
And yet, what happened to our village? What happened to this country?
That's insane.
You cannot stop me any longer.
That's wild, man. That's wild that his horns are just like a headband. Whoa.
Snatching victory from the maw of catastrophe, the party descends again on the royal capital, Grand Tran. But they are greeted only by ominous skies. Their return hardly counts as a triumph, considering how they departed. Anticipating conflict, the Gauntlet Runner comes to a quiet stop.
What the hell's wrong with the sky?
Isn't that... Oi! That monster boy's come back!
Ah, that's why the sky's grown so hellish. The half-dead bastard returns with his head held high.
A more aggressive welcome than I expected. Would any introductions help them to understand?
It's useless. Words are cheap. Still, we should walk with pride instead of trying to keep our heads down.
True enough.
His Royal Highness, the Prince, returns. Luis distorted his form through strange and terrible magics, but the curse is now dispelled. His true form has been restored. Oi, if that's really His Highness, then tell us why in His Majesty in the sky stop all this bloodshed?
Cause he's an imposter, just like Count Luis said. You'll not fool us again, beast.
Oi, calm down. At least listen.
And you. Never thought I'd see one of the Magnus brothers standing against Count Luis, even the thick one. He took in a Paripus like you, and you spit on him. Scum. Only thing traitors deserve is a tight rope and a stiff beam. And you want us to support the prince?
Lady Juna, I can't believe this. I admired you. Why would you risk dying alongside some fake prince?
I don't intend on dying with anyone. Besides, I'm still me, whoever I'm standing with.
Hey, you chief! Weren't you the wretch who got kicked out of the knighthood? Now you're with this pack of throne chasers. Shame. Shame! Mustari girl! You ungrateful pagan! Count Luis brought down the Sanctus Church for you! How dare you strike out at him? They're all traitors, I say!
What is all this? The truth of the prince hardly matters to them. Every one of them's only concerned with their own emotions and nothing else.
We'll have your heads on pike soon enough. Leave! Get out of our royal capital!
If they're just monsters, we can deal with them ourselves. How about it?
This is bad. They really are out for our blood. Has everyone gone insane?
Oi! Over here! Don't bother with them! No talking this one out. You need to run. Now!
We weren't away from the city that long. What happened? Why are all the people so bloodthirsty now?
The prince turning into a monster before their eyes still lingers in their minds. After all, a monster entered into their society disguised as a person.
No, that's not...
I know, it's not true. But truth and how it appears to the citizens are different beasts. Moreover, humans have been sighted closer than ever before. The royal capital's populace is unused to danger, so they've become suspicious of each other. How fares your neighbor? Do you run in circles with monsters in disguise? Are questions on the tip of every tongue. Ever since Forden's death, Luis has everyone on a knife edge. He's erratic, and nobody knows how he'll react to those who defy him if push comes to shove.
So, at the core of it, people are scared witless and they cling to Luis as a savior, rather than the devil he is.
You well know that Luis cares not one whit about social status, especially as a token of birthright. No amount of wealth or standing can buy his protection. So even those who may have opposed him at first now counsel that condemning him would be imprudent, as it puts their safety at risk.
Then we're stuffed. He won't save anyone, and oh yeah, he can create humans, by the way.
Oh, that's all true then. I have my suspicions, but it's still a bit of a jolt. This all said, in my humble opinion, what we're seeing in the people now has been in the works for some time. Now, has the tournament for the throne truly ever been a fair contest? The Sanctus Church bent it to its whim, and I abetted that. To my shame. Before I met you people, I didn't have much to me but anger and quips. I'd rant and snipe and have my cynical little discourse, but I'd only looked to others for change. Now maybe that outlook's our real enemy. Blind fanaticism, like I had. Even if there's no malice to it, it's a dangerous thing. Hard to think clear when your mind's a muddy
It's weird that he's not a follower.
We've been told Magla is born from people's anxiety.
Although,
perhaps the proof
actually,
is now before our eyes.
Kind of ironic.
kind of works better
We
with
have
his
to do
character
something
that he's
about it.
not, I think,
If we don't,
actually.
they'll never listen. We'll only ever be seen as an enemy.
I had the inn prepared. They won't let anyone in but you lot. Let's head there for now, shall we?
Cool. Hey Luke, what's up? I said this twice to you didn't read it earlier. What? The data miners found he was originally at some point in development a follower. Oh. Interesting. I think it works that he's not though, because his like arc sort of goes hand in hand with the main story, and it's not like until this point that he becomes like one of our actual allies, and I kind of like that they don't just introduce like a last minute social link right at the end, because I think they can often suffer from being so close to the end. So I think it works that he's just this main story ally, because I don't think everyone needs to be always a social link that's separate.
All right.
Hush, honeybee. Okay. Go sell some stuff. Oh no. Okay, we can't. Oh god. We're in the classic part of the game, where the classic part of the JRPG, where everything goes different. The sky's all red now. It's classic. It's classic. I don't think you would have been a late social link. I don't think this works though. This scene works if he also has his own social link on the side. I don't know. I like this more. Yeah, I don't think you need. Yeah, I don't know. Whether it would have been late or early, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me, I guess. As long as he doesn't have one. Oh, what was that weather effect? What was that?
Everyone, I'm glad you made it back in one piece.
Red sky weather.
Since you left, Luisa's following has only grown.
Have you
Dude, I need to
changed?
just... Oh yeah,
You're
Maria.
still the same person.
I copied
aren't
your
you?
hair. It's still so funny to me that we wanted to get to when we were put back out in the open world. Not last stream, but the stream before. That was the goal, was we would get all the story bits done, and then we would have a stream of just doing side stuff, and then we'd have a scene of the ending. It would have taken, like, 10 hours or something.
his
We're
quiet
still not
soul.
back out in the open, like being able to explore. It's so
I
funny.
only hope you can believe us.
Alright, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. I had thought all this business with declaring yourself the prince was a well-meaning bluff. But under the deception, you were, in fact, the actual prince. Is that right? Still, I mean, how do you get the whole country to believe your story? Is that even possible?
Frankly, I doubt it. We've just seen firsthand how far we'll get trying to talk the people down.
Then what will you do? If
Yeah, this is like Persona 3 January.
But
And
you'll still do, yes?
Final Fantasy 15
You
time
came to
jump.
help everyone, just like you helped me before, right?
And like, I don't know, Final Fantasy 6 World of Ruin, I guess, a little bit, but...
Yes, that's right. It'll all turn out fine.
Good.
I see. So, even if no one believes you, you're still determined to settle the score with Luis head on.
Even so,
Ugh.
the gulf between us is wider than ever. The people have all but named him their champion. With so little time, a guileless appeal to the public may fall on deaf ears.
Hard luck for the honest knight. And not much room left for civil debate now that Luis is openly advocating killing his opposition. Well, that ship sailed when the king's magic faded. Anyway, if there is a key to turning the tide, first place I'd look is the castle in the sky.
Castle in the sky?
You saw how violent and volatile the city folk are now, but I don't think it's as simple as fearing Luis. I've been keeping an eye on the royal capital while you were off on your jaunt through the woods. Frankly, the change in public sentiment was too sudden, unnatural. It's as if they've been collectively drained of their sanity, and if I had to guess what's causing it...
You're implying it's Luis's doing?
Oh, wait.
All the eeriness in the sky. Is that because...
Don't know, but the change in the citizens is certainly odd. If something really is forcing it, that means we might still have a chance to fix it.
What Luis is doing in the royal palace, whether or not he truly desires a world overrun by humans, we won't know his mind until we confront him.
On the other hand,
Final dungeon?
bait for a trap.
There's gotta be something up there.
Then it's settled. Head to the royal palace and put a stop to whatever Luis is cooking up. With that Skyrunner, you're the only ones who can. And we'll fight in the ways we can too. We'll make sure the whole kingdom hears that the royal
Okay,
prince is
holy shit.
after all the
I thought that said... I thought that said Kingdom Hearts. It's so close.
Indeed. If you make things better, you might just inspire everyone to remember their own hopes and dreams. Maria's
Dreams
been
and
terribly
honor.
patient, waiting for you and believing in you. It'd be nice to see her smile again.
Right.
If Luis is behind all of these disturbances, then stopping him will only help us in the approval ratings. If we can restore civility and rational thought, it'll pave the way to defeating Luis. We must press on with faith in that.
I'll always believe in you. We'll all do our best, so you can be a good king.
Indeed. If we win, I suppose you really will be king.
We're counting on you, O king.
'Tis too late today for a grand charge, I fear. Let us take a night's rest, and on the morrow we make for the castle.
Cool. Where are Luis's horns? Bro, no. No, he'll ask for a recap. We'll explain the recap, and one of those things will be, oh, Luis took his horns off, and it'll be like, Luis had horns? What? Oh yeah, we'll talk to all of our allies. What the fuck? Curious fairy. I don't really want to be around the people outside because they're so weird lately. People in here feel warm and nice though. I wonder why. It's like there's this optimism in here. It's gotten stronger since you came in. Actually, I feel people's hearts unwinding. Pretty amazing. What kind of magic is that? I wish people outside were like this. What by?
You...
Who would have believed you were His Highness? the actual prince. I apologize for the less than royal accommodations, but try to have a good rest regardless.
Oh, it's Mister.
No matter what happens, you're still you to me, mister. I'm going to keep cheering you on for it. Ow. I just got a pain in the side of my head really bad. That's painful. Maybe that was because of that voice. No matter what I say, the people of Grand Trad are going to look down on you. It's times like these where your actions speak louder than words, and they'll see you stand up to Luis. It'll be plain who's in the right. There's something foul in the air in Grand Trad. Everyone seems so anxious. Those who oppose us do so with fervour, but there are also those who believe in us. We must press on. Oh, Batlin, his voice. Everyone is filled with so much anxiety. Now they don't know what to do. Public sentiment is very volatile at times like this. There is still a way to win. The illness returns. Yeah, that was. I was getting Genova headaches. Yeah, we'll look at followers in a sec. It's so different from where you were from when you were last in Grand Trad. Everyone's staring at you with such disdain in their eyes. We must remember you've still got people on your side, Steed. Let's just do what we can. Okay, followers. 8. Hulkenberg's just got one more. Then we got 8 for Heismay, 8 for Juna. Yufa we still got to work on, and Basilio we still got to work on, which will be like priorities. But once we finish Hulkenberg, we'll finish off Yufa, then we'll finish off Basilio. Although I don't know how many days we're gonna have. We've got 8 for Maria. Almost finished Brigitte. We should probably focus on that too. And then Mora's got 2 more ranks. Okay. You got enough days? Okay, good. I want to make sure the main party is done. And then my focus will be more for one. I want to make sure I get more done. Nearest would be a good one. And then Brigitte just because I've almost finished it. But other than that, like... Yeah, like I would like to do Alonso and Katharina. Okay, so I've just listed every single one except for Barden. So there's that. Okay, let's go upstairs. Hulkenberg. And so His Highness returns to the royal capital in triumph and glory. In truth, I'd have liked to welcome him back with a grand feast. Ah, well, the day shall come when the people too celebrate you in grand fashion. My spear is ever ready to ensure that day comes. Cool. I have a minor tip about how the endgame works and the days you have, but I don't know if you want to stay blind to that stuff. Yeah, I probably prefer to stay blind until, like... I don't know. Until I definitely, like, need to know or something, I guess. I don't know. Gotta do Alonso. I like Alonso. But I don't, like, feel like I need to. Like, Alonso and Katharina, I don't feel desperately... Like, these 3, I don't feel desperately like I need to. I mean, like, I'd like to do all of them. But if I had to pick and I had to prioritize, I would not prioritize these 3. Even though I've really liked Alonso and Katharina's story. Barden's the only one where I'm like, I don't care all that much. I don't think he's a bad character. I just don't particularly care.
Hold there.
Sorry. Where's Heismay? And oh. Found him.
Honestly.
First, you were Luis's subordinate, then a false prince, and now you have awakened as his true highness. None have walked so strange a path as you, and after all this, you still mean to be king.
Come on.
Some turnaround, eh? Last time we were here, people were falling over themselves to welcome you. Now the only thing I see in their eyes is fear. Damn it, people. Even if Steed turned into a monster, Luis is the one making him. That's a fair bit scarier if you ask me. Alright. Let's drop a save real quick. Cool. Yeah, Heismay is fucking awesome. Look at him. Fucking look at him, dude. I can't wait to beat this game with Heismay in the Persona 3 outfit. This bed is bigger and softer than the bunks in the Gauntlet Runner. Sure is.
Good night.
Rest well. Yeah, it was nearest the...
draws near.
Oh, I didn't
we shall
like.
see the crowning of a new king. 31 days remain.
Oh! Ooh. 31 days. There's plenty of time. It is just like Persona 3. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is January.
Soon, naught but 1 month will remain. On the dawn of the day of the hero, the one who has inspired the greatest faith of the people shall inherit the kingdom. I bid thee forget not these words.
Wasn't expecting to wake up to such a spectacle, but I suppose that confirms it. This is where it ends.
Yes, we are in the end game now. This is classic, man. Did Persona 5 have a bit like this? It didn't, did it?
Or did it already be over for us?
Or perhaps it is us he has been waiting for all
I suppose Royal has
However
the
disturbing the world looks now,
Royal section.
only a prelude to the deadland Luis strives for.
Yeah, the Royal had like the Royal section, but it's not the same.
Sky looks proper hellish already. And with all the humans out there, it's no wonder everyone's losing their grip.
Well, he wanted a fair world where strength decides everything. Funny how that's indistinguishable from absolute chaos.
You know, the more I think about Persona 5 Royal, the more I think about like the Royal section. Do you know what's so weird is the more I think about it, especially like editing it, is the way that it integrates is like weird. I don't know how to explain it. Like I like the way they handle Maruki across the game and Kasumi. Like, I think it integrates itself well into the main story in a way that feels natural. But when it comes around, it almost feels like, oh, this isn't what the game was about. This is just, like, another thing. Whereas, like, the main story is about one thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's just another thing. And it's kind of like, oh. I don't know. Maybe I should play the original and see how that feels. It's like there's so much in Persona 5 Royal that I like, but I wonder if it's an overall better game without it. I don't know. I'd like to experience it to see what it's like. Royal builds on top of Persona 5? I mean, thematically, I guess I don't disagree. But plot-wise, and like focus-wise, it feels very much separate. Like, it's like we've concluded what the game's focus and thesis is when we finish the final boss. And then it goes, but also here's another thing, which thematically builds on the game, but feels weirdly not incongruent, because it doesn't, does it? But it's just like another bit. It's just like, here's another thing, which is like, I don't know whether it needed it, even if it does thematically build on what Persona 5 was saying. It makes the game feel weirdly less focused when you look at it as a whole, I think. But I don't know, maybe that's just well, it is reflecting on it, because at the time it didn't really feel like that. I think I'd have to replay both Royal and actually play the original to see how it feels in hindsight, or to like re-going through it. The funniest part of the third semester is when they just put Joker in jail at the end because they needed it to link back up with the vanilla story. Wait, how does that link back up again? I forget. I thought you just entered back into the real world again or something. On Christmas, I comes to you and says you have to go to jail. Uh-oh. If you think they didn't integrate the royal part well, I can't wait for you to play Golden. We'll see. In Royal, she's about to, but then Akechi shows up because of Maruki magic. Oh, yeah. Royal is a bit weird. I don't know. I love Maruki. I think Maruki is fantastic. But I think everything else surrounding Royal feels weird and strange. And it doesn't feel like Persona 5 either. Which is, like, I guess the point, because it's like some alternate reality, but it just doesn't feel like Persona 5 feels. It feels so weird. Golden does it better? Alright, anyway, let's push on.
But it's Luis who has the most support right now. And that wasn't born of deception. He broke the nation's order, and everyone knows it.
Sure enough. That's what got Ardell and I dreaming to begin with.
That's what got Ardell and I dreaming.
Get trampled on was a world worth breaking. Come to think of it.
Fucking love his voice.
What do we all stand for? Really?
Maybe hope.
A little broad.
That's why we're all different
I don't really know what
tribes.
everyone's talking about, but everyone who's seen you and your friends say you're amazing. You make them really, really happy. Because, you know...
Ah, there you go. They acknowledged it for the first time.
Everyone's different, but you keep working together and doing great. You're so cool.
A fair point. You're quite right, Maria. It is a hard thing to word, so forgive my fumbling. But perhaps 'tis a matter of standing for something Luis does not believe exists. We must prove that it does.
If you keep on believing in what you want, and you keep on working hard for it, it will come true.
Maria's manifesting.
That's right, love. I can think of plenty of people who would be much happier if they took a page from your book.
I see now.
Don't take a page from my
This
book.
is surely the essence of true magic.
Very protective over
Best
my
of
book.
luck, Your Highness. After all those speeches about taking the throne, it'll be awfully irresponsible to go dying on us now.
If Luis claims victory, everyone will be sacrificed in his wake. We have to prevent that from happening. Whatever Luis is doing in the royal palace, he has to be stopped as soon as possible, and it's up to us to do it.
Right, thank you.
Well, we'd best keep an eye on the calendar. The king's deadline was the dawn of the day of the hero, so we've got until the day before. And that won't be the end of things either. Even if people come to their senses, it would amount to nothing if Luis sits upon the throne. Personally, I think we should prioritize our main objective here. I'm sure we'd get it done, but we have to make sure we have at least one day to spare before the day of the hero.
We've got a few days left. So, it's up to you how we spend them. When we set off, let's do it with no regrets.
Nice.
So Luis is hiding in the floating royal palace here. We have to stop him. I won't accept King Luis. That's... Here's where we are now.
Let's put an end to this.
Man, here we go. This is it. Stop the Archmage Luis, pinnacle of evil. A mission with a deadline has begun. To challenge the Airborne Palace. Depart from the Round Table and the Gauntlet Runner. Due to Magla disturbances throughout the kingdom, the entire country is experiencing dread weather. If that wasn't bad enough, be cautious of an inclement weather called Blight. The abilities of your followers and their support will be indispensable when it comes to surpassing Luis and being crowned the new king. Use this time to ensure you'll have no regrets when you depart. Prevent Luis's destructive vision and rescue the kingdom's future before the day of the hero arrives.
So?
You need to be absolutely sure you're ready for anything before we head in. That place has definitely changed from the last time you were there.
Smash it all to bits.
Smash it all to bits. Wow. Here we are. Here we are.
Lord
Okay, well, actually, I shouldn't have even gone. What am I doing?
Ooh.
Go to academia. Okay, let's pick this up first while we're here.
Hello.
An outfit. Aren't you the candidate who claims to have been the prince? If you're possessed of princely skills, then I have a task for you. There's a place some distance from Altabury called Mount Vulcano. Could I ask you to look for the War King's legendary greatsword there? The story goes that ages ago the War King united the land under his exemplary leadership. Even the sword he carried became the stuff of legends. It's said to be of stunning, awe-inspiring craftsmanship. I've travelled many leagues in hopes of seeing it, and in fact it's been 10 years since I first set out. It's just that Mount Vulcano is a veritable den of monsters. No doubt I'd die before I found it. Can't fucking read. That's why I figured I might enlist someone so princely in my stead. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely, and you're sure to find other treasure there too. What do you say?
Guess so.
It's hard to turn down treasure. We might find something we could use against Luis. If not, we could sell it and buy something that is useful. What do you think? Want to go to Mount Vulcano and look for this legendary greatsword? Let's look for the sword.
Much gratitude to you.
You really do it. You have my gratitude. I shall of course prepare a suitable reward. Not to mention, the sword's yours to keep. I just want to see it.
We did it!
Nice. If we can swing it, then we get treasure and a legendary sword on top of it. Sounds kind of worth it to me. Remember, the greatsword is sealed within Mount Vulcano. Yeah, I'll remember it, mate. Oh, here we go. Furious Coco's here. Oh my god. Mount Vulcano. Do you think it's a volcano by any chance? I personally do. Let's turn up my light a little bit because I think it's a bit... My face has been dark this whole time. Oh, that's way better. Holy shit. I apologize. Okay. Okay.
Help me, will ya?
Alright, wonderful. Let's go to academia. Maybe they had a volcano to Wutai and remake 3, aka Rebirth 2, aka Final Fantasy 20. Final Fantasy 720. Not Final Fantasy 20, Final Fantasy 7. That's the fucking joke.
Well, well.
Let's Oops. Sorry, Sora. I don't know why that happened, buddy. I apologize. Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I'm deeply sorry. I'm sorry. Fucking the big metal stick we used to open the attic door fell off my door frame when I closed the door. I sense the presence of a new archetype. Might I see them, if you have a mind to show me? Alright. Scroll. Magic formula, apparently written by the king. Mysterious name, yeah, the true seeker James.
That reminds me.
Oh, you figured out the parts we can't read are written in old world language, right? Were you able to find out anything else? I fucking told you this, dude. I'm a genius.
The truth of the matter is...
Somewhat, yes. However... Oh, wait. Well, yeah, because the old world was... Yeah, I was right. However, it raises more questions than it provides answers.
What?
What do you mean? It's all names. The parts written in the old world language aren't part of a spell at all. It's a list of countless names. Then again, perhaps that's the type of spell it is to begin with.
No way!
Really? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Whose names are they anyway? I can't make heads or tails of this seeker and royal magic business. Perhaps the royal magic isn't the kind of spell we've assumed it is. The floating palace, the way the spell reads the hearts of the people and protects candidates from assassination. Perhaps there are deeper truths beyond the magic's individual aspects. The former king's greatest wish was to guide the kingdom to reform. I assume what's written there is the crux of his endeavors to that end.
That's right.
I'm not confident in my ability to decipher any further meaning from it. When or if you recall anything, I would appreciate if you'd examine the scroll for me again. Okay.
I've been waiting.
Let's read the scroll after talking to more. Okay. I've been waiting, Steed. There's something I wanted to point out to you. You have awakened the Prince archetype. The power within your way of life has influenced even your allies, and now, signs of a power beyond imagination present themselves. It is the power of a true hero, one who shares and supports the perspectives of the sovereign. Such is a royal archetype. I hope you'll let me witness its power come to fruition. Royal archetypes. In response to the protagonist's true awakening, his allies can now study royal archetypes. The requirements for royal archetypes are difficult, but they are powerful archetypes unique to each ally.
How good of you to come. In truth,
we already knew this. What? Oh, I thought you said read the scroll again for some reason. In my head, I read it as read the scroll again. Okay. Well, not in my head, out loud even. Okay, let's think about this.
It will be Lord Luis before too long.
What now?
Bow now. Royal Warrior. Oh. Shit. Well, that's never happening. Royal Thief. Imagine being a royal thief. Royal Masked Dancer. But what was I playing as again? Oh yeah, I was Shit, what was the other one I had on this? What was it that I had on this? Skull, Purpose, Icon, Health, Font. Okay, yeah. I'm cooked. I have too much stuff.
It will be Lord Luis before too long. It will be Lord Luis before too long.
Wait. Do I have to? Why do I have to?
What now?
Surely I don't have to. Samurai. General. Okay. You have to because it's cinema. Oh, okay, I don't have to. Well, maybe I will do it anyway. Maybe I should do it off stream, though. I feel like it's way too stressful. Because I'm going to have to go... And he needs to... And we've got to level up Commander so that we can unlock General. This is going to be insane. It won't be hard. It's just going to be annoying. It's going to piss me off, is what it's going to do. Needing to go like, okay, so I need to go Commander, get that to 20, then we got to do General and get that up to, what is it, 10? No, wait. 10, so then we can unlock Samurai and get that up to 20, And then the other one is just question marks. But I don't know what it needs. Currently, it's probably one we haven't unlocked yet. Hulkenbergs we don't even have because we Paladin and Dark Knight and Elemental Master. Oh god, we're cooked. We're so cooked. Oh no. Let's just leave it for now. And maybe we'll think about it later. Maybe we'll consider it later. Or I could just spend time off stream just grinding every single archetype to level 20. Where the fuck am I going? Let's go mop up all the side quests.
Go.
So that we've got everything we need to do. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. Oh, wow.
Hey?
Hmm? You forgotten me already? Some people know me as the Queen of Cuisine, though I suppose that title is a little presumptuous to use in the company of an actual prince. Oh right, we met in Martira. You used to be a chef within the royal palace. Are you still on your journey to perfect the art of cooking? Correct. I once again have need of your talents, that unique point of view that allows you to create such unexpected and powerful dishes. I'll hear you out. During the course of my travels, a thought constantly crossed my mind. In times such as these, what can I cook to ease the hunger of those struggling to survive? I speak of those who cannot afford gourmet cuisine. The most they can hope for is a simple fare, which fills the stomach but leaves the heart empty. I should have given her Quina's voice, shouldn't I really? Therefore, what the world needs is a dish that works. While comprised of plain ingredients, brings with it a colorful sweetness that brightens the drudgery of everyday life. A dish that's simple, yet exciting? I like that idea, but honestly, I have no clue how to make something like that. I put Gourmet King on the BRB screen. Oh, you mean from Persona 3, yeah, sorry. Gourmet King, for some reason, I just associate that with Quina. That's ableist. No! What do you mean? What do you mean? Quina has a massive tongue. Look. I'm doing voice of character with huge tongue sticking out constantly. She sounds like that because her tongue is always out. And she's big. You know? Because she's gourmet. They. You know? That's why, alright? I'm just defending myself here. Alright? Oh my god, the fuck's sake. The jaw voice. God damn it. I need to disable that stupid fucking reward. I hate doing the Jaw Raptor voice. I'm like a fucking dancing Alright! It's time to get into things. I'm going to fucking kill myself. Sadly, this character now sounds like Jor. How many hours are you into this game? About 70 hours. Do you want me to disable it again? Yes, probably. Probably. Quina is Gourmand, Nozomi is Gourmet King, and this is the Queen of Cuisine. They are all basically the same character, though. When I think of food that quickens my pulse, the first thing that comes to mind is a sweet flavor. Nourishing Lumi bees are a must. And so that everyone from the wee children to the elderly may eat in comfort, a fluffy texture would be perfect. I see, so we just need to make a dish that uses Lumi bees and a fluffy texture. Correct! If you manage to whip up the dish that seems promising, simply return here and tell me about it. Alright, we've got ourselves a quest. Hopefully we get some good XP from this. It will increase our eloquence, which is great. We like to get that stat up. And then the Lord of the Lake, one of those. Awesome. That's fantastic news. Alright. Where to next? Just over here. Holy shit, that's fucking Yufa. Wait. Is this just a thing? No, it's not. It's an actual side quest. Holy shit. The color of the sky is really eerie. No wonder everyone in town is so frightened. I agree, it's pretty creepy. We must do everything in our power to return their lives to days of ordinary peace. Steed, I know this isn't the best time, but could I speak with you about something? It's Ovi and the others. Wait, this is literally, is this not her fucking thing? Is this not... Wait, what the fuck? Is this not just her confidant? Unfortunately for you, I don't remember how to disable it. Shit. This sucks. You have to pick it up now. I think, actually, maybe come back and talk with her last, just in case. Okay. Alright, I have to leave it. I've tried explaining myself, but they won't hear. Oh, I see. This is to get the let's sneak in. No, just, I wish I could tell you. I don't know what to do. I'm going to leave now. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Grand Cathedral. Okay, no more quests. Let's go to Matira. Okay, no, wait. There's none even there. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, listen up, motherfucker. Okay, this is awesome. There's a quest here. Hopefully it gives us max XP. I like that pigeon on the left whenever we get the loading screen. I think that's pretty nice. Okay, Martira is draped in red. Oh my god, it's fucking Yufa again. Oh shit. She is everywhere. Okay, let's leave because we got no quests here. Port Brylehaven. Let's see. We got the quest here, it seems. Alright, let's go to the Anglian Square and see what this is. I really hope it's not Yufa again. But you can't be sure, you know. No, it is a man. It is just a Mustari man. Well, going out of your way to talk to a Mustari like me, I admire your pluck, lad. You've piqued my interest, so let me share something with you. I've picked up in the tavern. It's about that old structure called the Forsaken Tower north of here. It's teeming with powerful monsters, and none who step inside ever stepped back out. I heard there's 3 such towers in the world, and apparently the number itself isn't insignificant. Anyway, to look at you, an Eldo with a fairy in tow, you wouldn't happen to be the hero who saved the island, would you? In that case, I think there's something in particular you should hear. Consider this top secret. Apparently, there is some sort of legendary monster at the top. I've heard it's got something to do with the trial for obtaining a forbidden power. But that's about all I can tell you. Anyone, anyway, who's looked into it hasn't survived to tell the tale. But considering you dealt with the Dragon God and saved our island, if forbidden power is real, I'd want to go to a hero like you. I've no doubt the chief would agree, so I'll leave it to you to see if this legend rings true. If you want to dive a little deeper into the trial, try the informant in the tavern. I get a lot of my information there. Wow. That's so epic. This is a quest you actually have to do. Well, yes.
If there's anything you can do.
I was going to do them all. Right? So, all of them I have to do. The more you risk, the more... Oh, thank God. Fuck it. The more you risk, the more you stand to gain. I should hope I'll be shoving off now, though. Best of luck out there. Okay, cool. That guy's just got that voice. A forbidden power in a forsaken tower? Fun. Should we check it out? Alright,
Alright then.
Sweet.
Let's go.
Quest. Ba, 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 ba. Oh man, I feel horrible. You can't do this to me. You promised. That classic feeling when you nap for too long. Oh right, you said Ollie was going to listen to a song, right? Or album, should I say. James, you should lock in with Flash and I after this and do Tapab. I won't. I hope you know this. It's Yufa again!
Alright then.
What the fuck? She's just all over.
Where to?
Alright, let's go to...
Let's go.
Wait, this is... Hello there. I apologize for bringing this up at a time like this, but I have something I thought I should tell you. Lately, I've been searching through some old histories to review our true traditions. I discovered something about a set of towers scattered throughout the country. A tower? Like that one place, right? Yeah, we're familiar. Oh, is that so? Then that makes things simpler. According to the books I've read, when turmoil rocks the world of men, a sign will appear in the towers 3. 3 trials for 3 towers. Upon the hero who proves thrice worthy, a forbidden power that has been sealed away in the world will be bestowed. Isn't this... we just got this one. This dude is... this is the same thing. However, judging by the description of worthy hero, I sense these are trials of not only sheer strength, but honor and other like qualifications. I dread to think what would happen if Luis obtained it. I would much prefer it in your hands. But what do you think of it? Will you undertake these trials? One tower is apparently south of our island here. It's called the Spire of Blind Faith, and it is known by some of the islanders. But for precise information, you best ask the informant.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
No, look, I will at some point. I just have to wait for it because I don't like... look, I have to really want to do something to do it.
I'll see you again.
Unless I want to, I just will not enjoy it. Which sounds obvious, but... it's like... I can't... it's like with my backlog of films. It's like, they're all films I want to watch. But I don't want to watch it right now, you know?
Go.
This is going to be Eupha, isn't it? Okay, let's go to Altabury.
Let's go.
Why do you think I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl, though? I can just catch up on whatever it is you want me to see whenever it is, I don't know.
So that's what it's come to.
Now of all times, with knowledge of the tower finally in hand, oh, such woe is me. Did he say tower? Probably the same tower Adini was talking about, right? Huh. An elder with a fairy? You wouldn't be the heroes who saved the island, would you? 1,000 pardons. I've gotten excited and raised my voice, haven't I? I'm a Mastari researcher, you see, conducting an academic investigation into the island's folklore. Within them, the one thing that's drawn my interest lately is the legend of the 3 towers. I finally managed to pinpoint the location of one of these 3 spires, the Tower of Insolence just north of this very town.
What shall I do?
However, it seems the tower's a monster den, positively infested as it were. Given my current fortitude, I've regretfully had to put the requisite field work on indefinite hold. Ah, indeed, this must be a trial of the tower spoken of in the old tales. The one which grants forbidden power to whomever completes it. Oh, but inspiration has struck me like lightning. It occurs to me that perhaps indeed the hero that saved the island might have hardiness enough to complete such a trial. If there really is some forbidden power to obtain, I'm sure it's safer in the hands of our illustrious hero.
Splendid.
But I suppose that having heard such astounding tales, you're curious as to their veracity. It is certifiably true, or is it as tall as the highest rise your mind can conjure? Well, there's but one way to know for certain, and that's to walk your way to the highest point of the Tower of Insolence north of Altabury. Oh, and do ask an informant for the proper details. Alright, cool.
Let's take a moment to prepare.
I thought perhaps my vibes being felt may have been a good motive. That perhaps it'd be like, oh yeah, that does sound vibey, but I guess everyone hates me. I agree. Yeah, I agree. Harley might kill himself tonight. Oh, man. Yeah, look, maybe... When is the Super Bowl? Look, I might listen to all of them. It's just, like... I find it very... Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I know I want to listen to all those albums. I know I do. But, like, do I want to sit down and open Spotify and listen now? Not really. So if I force myself, I'm just going to resent it. And I can't change my brain. February? Yeah, maybe I could do that. But only if I want to. Hopefully I'll just one day get the vibe and be like, you know what? I'm feeling it today. Like I did with Good Kid, Mad City. I'm quite glad the endeavour of the tower is in the hands of one so capable, and beaming, in fact, that it is in a hero's charge. And with that, I take my leave. Even further research awaits me. Fare thee well. I feel like I've really improved my Welsh accent over the course of these streams. He talked up that tower enough to get me curious. We should go look into it if we have the time. They're all telling me about these towers. Guys, I literally already knew about these towers, dude. This is gonna be fucking you for it. Fucking is too, isn't it? No, it's not. Holy shit. I swear to God, if you tell me about a tower, I'm gonna deck you where you stand. Excuse me, you couldn't possibly be the prince? There are all manner of unpleasant rumours floating around, but I don't believe a word of them. In truth, I've had my eye on you since the exhibition. And then, after learning that your lineage was as remarkable as your deeds, I knew for certain you're worthy of being the next king. To show my appreciation for you, your highness, I prepared a special promotion of sorts. I call it the Warm Heart, Full Wallet Hot Spring Campaign. You have but to bathe in a hot spring, your highness, and you'll receive a reward. Midgard full of flowers, wallet full of money. If you put some of the hot spring water you bathed in into this vial and bring it to me as proof, I'll have 30,000 reeve to give you. Is that acceptable? Whoa. So you're just gonna pay us to take a bath? This seems weird. Shady even.
It's too much to take.
Why? His Highness works so hard to save his people. I just want him to have a moment to relax and to offer a little extra monetary support. That is my sole desire. Will you accept this vial as a token of a humble merchant's goodwill? No problem. This sounds terrible, but sure. My word, such kindness. It is an honour to know you believe in me. The hot spring is here, underneath the blue sky bridge. A bit gloomy, I know, especially being that it's only open at night, but the baths are a slice of heaven. You can always find me here. Please, let me know when you've acquired the spring water.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay then.
So there's a hot spring underneath the blue sky bridge. We'll head there if you want to take a bath. Oh my god, it's Yufa again.
Alright then.
Okay, there's no more here.
Where to?
That's it, we got them all. That's every quest. We'll do you for now. Imagine if I don't like Tupap and Dam. What would you do then? What if I say these were bad and I didn't like them? I thought they were bad. So funny that has found a way to incorporate a hot spring after all, and was made the entire game without them. They did make it without putting female characters in a bikini, to be fair. That should count for something. It's not really a true Atlas game. Honestly, I think the wokeness has stopped this from being as good as Persona. I need just like a little bit of like casual bigotry and like sexualization of minors to enjoy my JRPG experience. So I think that's why Metaphor will never be as good as Persona, personally. Alright, let's do Yufa. The color of the sky. Oh wait, yeah, we already read this. Okay. Oh shit, my eloquence is the only one that's not high enough. Wank. Alright, let's go do this then.
Check this out.
Isn't he?
Time to make a speech. Let's go debate, boys. It's time to debate. I'm gonna fuck this up.
Salutations.
Ollie, I'm begging you to stop. I'm talking to him, man. He asked what I do. That's not what you would do, though. I think you liking GKMC means you'll probably like the others. But I said, what would you do if I didn't? You probably go, oh, that's a shame, man. I answered that. Oh, did you? Oh, I'd be like, ah, that's a shame. That's what I just said. I keep sending Elva videos of anteaters on Instagram. I don't think she really appreciates it very much. I think they're fascinating. I love anteaters. Anyway. From what I've seen of your efforts to this point, your actions seem utterly haphazard. How long will you repeat these fanciful escapist promises? Why are these guys still in the running? Like, do they think they're gonna win? I don't know. I guess it's the same reason any sort of, like, other candidate would be in any sort of election, right? Like, they know they're not gonna win, but they're just, like, trying to, you know, do their thing, I guess. You sent me an Instagram reel the other day. Literally 3 days ago. And then before that, November 9th, it was an epic fan cam of someone in UFC. Actually, you keep doing that. You know as well as I that what this country needs is consistency. Concrete measures that will last a century. Allow me to explain in terms even an ignorant child could comprehend. Open your ears now.
If that's all.
What will happen? Will they have another election in like 4 years? Or, like, it feels a bit like kind of weird, doesn't it? To be like, the king is elected by the people. Dude, the anti-aliasing is fucking up the sides of that stuff. The election determines the king based on who wins the people's vote. But then he could become, like, it could all be like a complete lie, like Luis. And it would be like this just tyrannical king who's gonna cause havoc. But then they have no way of, like, getting rid of him. They're just like, ah, shit, this was our one shot and we fucked it up. Let us first recall that all resources are limited. Food, fuel, and magic are all precious natural commodities after all. Under my enlightened leadership, measures will be taken to preserve all intelligent beings. I would limit hunting to ensure the survival of local fauna. The preservation of such diversity will lead to prosperity in 100 years from now. That's the ideal nation in my mind's eye. Unlike those dolts who can only see short-term profits, Julian's a true genius. Limit hunting. Does this pompous fool think animals are more important than keeping the people fed?
Hang on.
Sounds like your plans value animals more than people. No. You're twisting my words, friend. Nonetheless, we too are intelligent beings, and we must strive for a country where all populations can live better. Huh, now that he explained it, I think I'll be okay with giving my support to Julian. I can trust someone that smart, I think. I was very mischievous, he's got quite a reputation, but it seems this could be... What the fuck? None of those fucking options felt like they made sense to as a... Oh, fuck this. I feel like these are rigged to always have you lose. That debate sure taught you a lesson. Oh, Gallica, shut the fuck up.
Now then.
Because the only person that, like, had a concern... Oh, yeah, I guess I should have tackled the guy who already... I guess I should have tackled the idea of the guy that already liked the Ishkia guy.
Why, that's...
I should have gone for the, oh, the present matters too, or something. Because the other person was already skeptical, so there was no, like, what would be the point in reinforcing that?
Yep.
Hey,
It's a...
want in on this?
Oops.
Really?
Jasper.
Ooh. This looks really pretty right now.
Intriguing.
Well, the world looks a far cry from how it used to. But somehow, that light in your eyes is still the same. You're a funny one, boy. I've been waiting for you. I'd like to speak with you about a decision I've made. Do you have room in your business diary for me? Busy diary. Business diary.
Thank you.
Business diary.
Honestly, I was thinking about closing up shop for good, but... I see we have one last item of business for today.
Yeah, my diary.
You didn't notice? 2 children have been following you. They have igniters. I imagine they're here for me. You too.
That's such a funny cut, like, angle.
So you remember us? What a shame, right? I bet you didn't think you left any survivors, right?
Everyone we know is dead. Oh no. You killed them. I feel bad for laughing.
So, you're here for revenge. Is that it?
You've got it wrong. The church was the one that did this to you.
What are you talking about? The Sanctus told me all about it. They said you set the whole village on fire. That's why they gave me this igniter. They said killing isn't wrong when you're punishing the wicked.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
You. My apologies. But I'd appreciate if you didn't interfere. No matter what happens.
Understood.
This is your first time killing someone, I take it. I hate to break it to you, but you should have finished the job without saying anything. You realize you just gave yourself away. Now I might dodge. That's a chance at survival I didn't have before. Might easily be enough to turn the tables and kill you. And what's the exit plan after you've done the deed? How do you get out of the city before they find my corpse? Or did the Sanctus forget to mention these details? The church thought they'd use you to kill me. That? Or they were hoping I'd kill you?
No! You're lying!
If you don't have it in you, then I suggest you save your revenge.
You're not fooling us!
It's a painful thing to live your whole life running away, carrying your sins on your back. If you ask me, it might even be harder than killing someone. You'll watch me die again whenever you close your eyes. You'll smell my blood, hear the rasp of my final breaths, see my eyes cloud, again and again and again. That's what lies down this road. It's a dark path to walk, alone, with the weight of your despair. Your heart won't let you trust again, nor will it let anyone save you. But you still have time to turn back.
There's nowhere left for us to go.
I've prepared living spaces at my research facility. They're meant to give people like you a safe home.
How old are they, like 6?
What? What are you talking about? You think we trust you?
I know how easy it is to lose all your peace and hope in an instant. And now that you've seen that firsthand, I can't fault you for doubting me. But just once, just one more time, I want you to think of your future and get the help you need.
It's kind of wild that
to crawl up out of hell.
Magla
But the first
evolved
step
humans into
is
those
having
weird
the
bat
courage to
things.
believe.
But if I lived in your place, you'd just kill me.
If I wanted to kill you, I'd have done it already. I'm not saying you have to trust me right away. Believe me. I have a hard enough time trusting people myself. But isn't this what you two really want? To believe in people, and believe in your own happiness. Thank you. I'll show you the way to the research facility now. That took incredible bravery, you two. I can already tell you have a better life than mine ahead of you. A more peaceful and gentle future, greater than anything we could imagine, is about to dawn.
Ah, that's good.
The two of them fell asleep as soon as they found their room. Must have been the first sleep they'd had in days. Can't imagine how nervous they must have been. We have to protect them. We can't let this place be destroyed. Suppose that means I can't afford to close down the shop just yet. I'll keep selling igniters for now. But I'll only stock models with limiters, meant to dampen their destructive force. And I'll offer a bargain for the people to trade in non-limited igniters towards buying my wares. Against the church's campaign, it'll barely make a difference. But it'll buy some time until you take the throne, right?
And what do you plan to do afterwards?
Well, that depends on the new king. It's a small gesture, at best. A pretense at change. But it's enough. As long as it can give those children a little hope. I trust you to brighten our world. Give it the surge of hope it needs. Take the throne, and lead us forward.
I want that hope to come from the both of us.
Ah, right. Now I'm in the thick of this research. I can't exactly dismiss this as someone else's problem anymore. So we'll take on the job together. May the flame of hope burn ever brighter, and may the light of that torch pierce the world's dark. May it reach the crying and the suffering, and save them. I vow to stand by your side. I'll find ways to be useful to you. I was always afraid of telling the truth. I built igniters into a shell around my life. On the inside, I figured I had nothing. I was nothing. Just a hollow parody of a person. But even knowing how weak I really am, you refused to abandon me. Thanks to you, I've come to know hope again. So I'll believe in that hope, and try to live my life to the fullest. That's my decision, and I'll stick by it. Thank you, young man, for giving me the courage to live again.
traitor and iconoclast, Brigitte. Keeper and heriter of the merchant's virtues. Your tempered bond has become by the grace.
What do we get?
Thank you.
Tycoon.
Embrace my weakness.
That's so epic.
No doubt there are countless people out there suffering, enduring unimaginable pains at this very moment. But you can show them that their world is not a living hell. Not when you have your own vision for it. I'll be waiting for the day it comes true.
Let's go!
The day of the hero draws near, which shall see the crowning of a new king. 30 days remain.
Ooh, I love this. They've completely changed it up for the last 31 days. This is so good. Day of the Hero starts on the dawn of October 27th, but we have to consider recovering your approval rating. So let's aim to have things cleared at least 2 days before.
I see.
Which means we have until October 25th to do as we wish. We'll have our hands full with getting people back to normal and getting your support back while we're at it.
Speaking of which...
That reminds me, Batlin was telling me about Altabury's Opera House. Wait, that ain't right. They're done with the renovations. Apparently you can go see plays there now. He's certainly a showman, that one. And seeing as we've still got time, it may be a good idea to stop by the hot spring in Altabury. It is just as important as the rest of our fatigued bodies and spirits. That's not what he said. That's not what he said. I fucked that up.
Shall we?
Nice.
I shall.
Oh, that's Yufa. Alright, yeah. We can go to Yufa now. I guess we'll prioritize the ones we want to do until we get to a day when we don't have anything, and then we'll go start doing the towers, I guess. The color of the... Oh yeah, wait, no, we already did this. Let's just do this one. Sneaking into the church. This feels so underhanded. But appearances matter little when lives are on the line. Though they be cold, let them though they be cold, let them stare. Now that what? Though they be cold, let them stare. Now that we've decided our course of action, I'd like to infiltrate the church. Okay, cool. I still don't understand how that sentence was formatted. That felt weird to read. Cover Royal Haven. Remember Final Fantasy 7 and Tifa had the same voice. I mean, it was similar enough. I mean, at least in this one, I'm doing accents. In Final Fantasy, like, 1 through 6, I just did, like, the same variation of, like, upper-class English accent for every woman. Good. No one's around.
Yes?
The distortion of Magla feels fainter than it did before. Why would that be? Let's go see.
Right.
Let's go see.
That's surely right.
Yes, agreed.
Time to go.
Let's go down to the basement. I truly hope everything's alright. Alright. In we go.
Oh.
There isn't anyone here. Where have they gone?
Actually...
Steed, look what I found. I think Hyperic must have written this. Here's an entry from June. Their illnesses are steadily worsening. I pray and pray, but it is not enough. I know it is my fault. Well, one can't call Hyperic an uncaring man. Look how he takes responsibility for this strange illness. The most recent entry says prayers are not enough. Faith is not enough. It is because the devil dwells in their hearts, the fools. Illness is a punishment from God, and his wrath will spread throughout the country. We must beg his forgiveness. From this land saturated with his fury, I and the other believers will offer up our flesh. We beseech thee, O God, to forgive us our sins. Closure.
Is this perhaps...
I can't believe this. Hyperic has taken the parishioners. The parishioners. Why would he do such a thing?
See here.
I think his feelings of responsibility finally reached their tipping point. He thought it was his fault, and that became too much to bear. What did he mean by this land saturated by his fury? Wait a second. Here it's mentioned they're going to throw themselves into a volcano. What? Maybe he means the main Sanctus Temple in Altabury. I think so, because this illustration of the mountain, the word volcano inscribed in its northern side. Oh, we have a quest there. Who's there? Can we Ovi? It is. What are you doing? Ovi, we found out where your mother is, and everyone else too. It's just that it's quite far. Liar, you're just trying to trick me. They said all the pagans look like you were liars. Why did you take Mama? Don't you know Mama's sick? You're awful.
No.
Yufa isn't the one who tricked you. I'm going to leave Hyperic's journal here. Please, someday when you're feeling like a big strong girl, have someone read it to you.
It's all right.
And by the way, Ovi, I haven't forgotten my promise to teach you that dance. After I help your mother, let's practice, shall we? That's a lie! I know it must be hard for you to believe me, Ovi. People can lose sight of the truth if they believe in something too strongly. But I want you to know that it really was a joy to have met you. Please don't think I lie when I say this. Poor Ovi. Steed, please come with me. I want to stop Hyperic. As far away as it is, we can't pass through the mountains, but we can fly there.
Everything okay?
We'll deal with it together, as soon as we can.
That's surely right.
Thank you. Though I believe he's using a gauntlet runner belonging to the Sanctus Church. Judging by the date written in his journal, he may be arriving there soon. Hyperic seems serious, but also quite sensitive. I think it was the Magla that made him lose touch with reality.
That means...
It reminds me of when I believed I should be sacrificed, and that gives me all the more reason to stop him at any cost. Yeah, I love this one. This is really good. So please, Steed, keep helping me. I draw much from your strength. Yeah, this is very cool. Like the way that it's mirroring her own arc, and she's having to confront and help someone else dealing with their own, like, blind faith.
This is something only I am capable of.
Devil Summoner. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, welcome back, Jess. The place mentioned in the journal is so far away. I worry for them and what they might be thinking of doing. It might be difficult to turn this tide, but I truly believe we can help.
This one's important.
Let's see here.
Let's see here.
Let us hurry there.
We will certainly make our way there. Oh, is that an Atlas thing? Oh, I don't know that one. I can't be bad chesting on that. Oh god, I'm getting really tired. I might call it a day soon. I think the next few streams will be a bit of a process of just going through and, yeah, just mopping up all of our side content, grinding things out, getting our ranks where we need them to be. It's kind of where we're at now. What was I going to do? I wanted to go to Altabury and go to the Lower Blue Sky Bridge. Because I want to do...
You little bastard, you. Alright then.
You little fucking bastard.
It will be Lord Louis before too long.
Oh, jeez.
Ah, this is the hot spring. There you go. Oh my god, it's gaming games. What the fuck? Well, I don't intend right now. I can do a little bit more. Because we are just slowly making our way through stuff, so we're kind of just chilling now until we get to the actual back to the story. So I don't need to be fully locked in. War that melts away your anxiety. Anxiety? Hey, when that happens, we usually get mag. What do you say? You want to go in?
Got it.
Cool. These are hours long. Right. Well, I won't start any of the dungeons. But maybe the terrible sky scared everyone else away. But there's no guests here. I could probably take a relaxing bath like this. The soothing heat from the water radiated into the very core of my body. I'm starting to tremble. What should I do? Surrender to the heat. I can't take this anymore. I have to get out. Oh. I noticed a plant-like object floating by me in the water. Oh, that's right. The merchant Altamari asked me to bottle up some of the hot springs water. My mind and body are both fully refreshed, and I obtained some mag that melted into the water. Wow, that was such a good use of our time. I should meet with Gallagher and return to the others. Cool. That was cool. Well, as soon as we have a free day, I'll stop then.
Speaking of...
A short way south of Altabari, there is a forest rich in resources. Even in the coldest of winters, the snow doesn't pile and the food and firewood are plentiful. Are you talking about the abandoned path? I've heard of it as well. It seems that recently a monster has occupied the place. It's pretty dangerous to just leave something like that be, isn't it? Someone should get rid of it. The army seems unlikely to act, so if there's a bounty, it would likely be for the monster. Shall we handle it ourselves? Oh yeah, I've not checked bounties. We should go grab bounties. What have I missed? I don't remember when you left, so I actually don't know.
What now? All right then.
Center, and then I'll check followers. As soon as I have no followers, or at least no high priority followers, will be when we'll do Oh, okay. Kokomordos, Terror of the Skies. Manor of the Ascendant.
That's a rough one.
Say the Kokosados that's lived for hundreds of years, growing enormously strong as a result. In the past, it's appeared near Brylehaven. Okay. Let's take it. Oh.
Let's do it.
I didn't realize there'd be so much expositional dialogue there. Okay, cool. I'll grab all of these while we're here. Okay, sweet. Sweet.
That's a rough one.
No one wants to causing trouble nowadays. Delusional fantasies.
I guess, but...
Bandit Chief Sisters. Can do. Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Cool, cool, cool. Oh, he's a Parapus. And where's this one? Oh, that's right up north. Okay, cool, cool, cool. We've not really been up that way before.
We'll face danger here.
And then this one, Ordimos Grudge's Fang. Food. Oh. That's a fun little story. Oh, this is the abandoned path. Oh.
Counting on you.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, that's cool. Right, those are things we can tackle as well. Okay, cool. So we've got... That'll be good to get money, so then we can get better gear as well. Although I'm sure a lot of these dungeons will leave us with good gear. And I'd imagine the towers too, so it's not a huge issue. Yeah, and we've got... Okay, I think we've collected everything that we would possibly potentially need to be doing. Oh, I have reportable quests? Oh, the hot spring water. Yeah. I should go do that. Let's check our... Do we have any? We have Alonso. Alright, so this would actually be a good place to stop then. So we can go do... We'll do... Okay, cool. But that means next stream then, tomorrow, we can start with the towers and just doing all of our side quests and everything. Where was I gonna go again? Altabury Heights. Wait, was it here? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The classic hidden islands. The fact you remember all the tribes' names is so funny I can tell you a single one. Wait, really? I feel like they will stand out. Actually, I can't remember what Juna's called. She's called a... Yeah, I don't remember Juna's. I don't remember what they're called. And Alonso's one as well, right? Ah, yes. You have a certain glow about you. I take it you've gone to the hot spring. Have you brought the water? It's in this vial. Then allow me to take it off your hands. And if I may ask, how was the hot spring? Very warming. Ah, so astute. Its finest quality. Yes, I'd expect no less of a prince's senses. His Highness himself recognised its value instantly. A perfect seal of approval for the label. Now, to reproduce the prince's infused water. I've done it. My perfect bath salts are complete. What's this all about, a seal of approval? What do you mean, reproduce the water? Well, making bath salts is my business, you see. And what better way to sell products than to say they satisfied even His Highness? So you just wanted to use them for advertising? That's what this was about? You're the worst.
Too much to take.
Well, wait, I apologise for not discussing my intentions, but I'm not lying about being your supporter. Today, the people of this country are chilled to the bone. With these humble bath salts, I hoped I might restore a modicum of warmth to their hearts. Of course, they're just bath salts. They won't stop wars or change hearts. True warmth will come when we are prosperous, peaceful country. That's why I wanted to use a blend approved by you. You're the one striving to bring warmth back to the country, after all. Well, Steed, it does seem like she gets your values. What do you think? I guess it might be alright to give her your seal of approval. Oh, I knew you would understand. Take this as a small token of my appreciation. Please accept it. And this as well, please. I've heard so much of your reputation, your good works. I could offer you no less. It'll be my distinct honour if these funds help ease your future endeavours. Thank you, lady. 30,000 money. Wonderful. Ah, please take this as well. It's an insect, but it has the most fine sheen to it. Wait, is it a golden gamer? Oh, it totally is. A gold beetle? Huh, sure, we'll take that, thanks. Ah, of course. Surely these salts deserve a proper name to convey the depth and strength you faith in them. Yes, I've got it. It shall be called the Prince's Serene Embrace.
Just sublime.
Wait, you're into it? From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. With your support behind them, Your Highness, these bath salts will no doubt be a smash hit. I'm going to suggest this product to the general store in town right away. That was great. They're not all going to be 3 hours. This is just one shorter stream. I'm sure tomorrow will be, How long is this going on, dude? Holy fuck. Jesus Christ. Actually, I'm going to go to the general store. Or the item shop.
Alright then.
How many towers are there? 3, right?
Greetings.
Cool. don't want any of this, actually. Not right now, anyway. Oh, cool. That's fun. It's now in the shop. I like that. As long as you finish the game on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. You can do it 27-minute streams if you want. Yeah. As of yet, thou art but one. What? Believe in the lesson. Did I accidentally click something? Oh, oh yeah. Never mind. Okay, yeah. I think what I'll do is I will just stream Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I think that's probably pretty good. Although next week I should stream Monday and Tuesday, I think. I think it's Wednesday I won't be able to stream next week, but I can stream tomorrow just fine. And we'll try and get through a bunch tomorrow, a bunch of our side stuff we've got, which will be the towers. And then I think there's a couple, like, other little things. Obviously, we've got the bounties as well, but those don't take too long. And then what else? Oh, what about more? What do we need to do for him? Okay, 2 more of those. Okay, we should focus on doing Moore's thing, because that would be good to do. Yeah, and then we just got the spires. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think we've got, yeah, I think we're fine. I think we've got plenty of days to do everything we want to do. All of the links, all of the spires, all the bounties. I think we're good. I think we're actually good. I think we're fine. I think we'll be fine. We'll be alright. Hey, look, if it takes me a stream to do every one of these quests, I don't mind. I'm not in a rush. I'm not in any rush to finish this game. I'm fine if this game takes me another 2 months. I love it. I'm happy to keep slowly chipping away at it. It's a fun game. As long as I'm enjoying it, you know? But I think we'll easily get through it in the next, like, couple weeks, probably. I mean, honestly, I'd expect to finish it next week, but depends how long the streams are. Like, if I don't go for too long tomorrow, then yeah, probably not. Just depends. Just depends what I end up doing with them, I guess. But I reckon in a couple weeks we'll be alright. Cool. Anyway, thank you for joining. It's been fun. It's been good. This was good. I liked a lot of the story stuff here and all of the little implications and, you know, everything we talked about. It was good. It's very good. I liked how everything's come together and how everything's sort of like turning out and wrapping up and stuff. So that's cool. But yeah, looking forward to going live tomorrow. Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody. And I'll see ya tomorrow. Bye-bye, gamers. Flash, you know you can leave when you want to leave, right? You know you don't have to tell me to end the stream. You know you can click the little X at the top right corner and just leave. You know it, right? You know you could do that. I need you to say you know you can do that. I'm not ending stream. I'm gonna keep you in perpetual purgatory here on the stream ending screen. Stare into the center of the spiral and deal with it. I need to make sure I've saved. Okay, no, seriously though. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, no, fine, you win. I'm not doing it. Alright. Bye!